Hi, I'm Matt Phillips for TechRadar, and the Xbox Series X has officially been unveiled. But are Microsoft about to follow in Nintendo's footsteps and make a Wii U-like blunder? Let's take a look. Up until now, we've been referring to the Xbox by its codename, Project Scarlett. But recent rumors started to circulate that Microsoft would be releasing two versions of the new Xbox codenamed Anaconda and Lockhart. Much speculation surrounded these devices, but little was known about the two. Other than they're both next-generation consoles, they're likely to play the same games, and one will be more powerful than the other. Think of them like the next-gen versions of the Xbox One X and S. But at the Game Awards earlier in December, we finally got the official reveal of the Xbox Series X. Microsoft said the Xbox Series X will be our fastest, most powerful console ever and will set a new bar for performance, speed, and compatibility. Which sounds great, but we still don't really know if there will be a cheaper, less powerful option available alongside the Series X when it releases in winter next year. Microsoft has since spoken out to clarify the name of their next-gen line. They said, the name that we're carrying forward to the next generation is simply Xbox. And at the Game Awards, you saw that name come to life through the Xbox Series X. This adds weight to the rumor that there will be a second, less powerful console launching alongside the Xbox Series X next winter. So we know that the console that was unveiled at the Game Awards is definitely called the Xbox Series X, which is okay, I guess. I mean, it's certainly bland, but perhaps more dangerous, it's confusing. Even Xbox 2 would have been clearer than Series X, although rumor has it, Microsoft will worry that the number 2 might make them seem older and less important than the PS5. And if you're watching this video right now, I know you're probably not confused about this. But you are in the top 1% of gamers that care about this sort of thing. You're engaged in the industry in a way that other consumers aren't. When little Timmy's mum heads into the shops next Christmas to pick up the new Xbox for her son, she's going to be met with the Xbox Series X, the Xbox One X, the Xbox One S, the Xbox One SAD, and potentially an Xbox Series S as well. She's not gonna have a clue. And I know what you're thinking, little Timmy has only got himself to blame. He should have taken more care when writing down his Christmas list. He should have had better handwriting. But poor little Timmy's only 8, and he's dyslexic. And between all the X's and the S's, his mum has a 1 in 5 shot of getting this right. And that's if she's not looking at the price tags. Because if she does, why wouldn't she get the cheapest one? After all, they're all Xboxes, so I'm sure they all do the same thing anyway. And even if by some Christmas miracle, Timmy's mum nails it and gets the Xbox Series X, it's not like little Timmy's gonna get to play Halo Infinite on Christmas Day anyway, because he's gonna have 6 system updates to do and a 30 gig day 1 patch. So he may as well go outside and play with the other children, catching hypothermia and throwing rocks at each other. Little Timmy, by the way, is a totally fictional character. He's not based off anyone in particular, you know, who may have asked for a Game Boy Advance SP for their birthday and ended up with a Game Boy Pocket. It's a totally different situation. My point is, do you remember how successful the Wii was? Everybody from your postman to your grandmother had one, and they were everywhere. And so surely the sequel to one of the most successful home consoles of all time was a surefire win, right? Wrong. The Wii U was a disaster. Was it a new console? Was it a tablet accessory for the Wii? Was it a more powerful Wii? Gamers knew what it was, and they knew they didn't want it. And Grandma knew she already had Wii bowling in her living room. She didn't care about getting a tablet that was going to gather dust next to a Wii Fit balance board. The Switch, on the other hand, nailed it, naming the console after a distinguishing feature, but steering well clear of the Wii naming convention. Xbox has always played it safe. The 360 isn't exactly a great name either, and we found ourselves referring to the next Xbox in line as the 720 for far too long. If they wanted a name they could iterate on, then Xbox 20 would have been great. That's a whole 15 better than PlayStation 5. No confusion over which one is newer, and no confusion in Google either. As of recording, if you Google Xbox X, you'll get a link to buy an Xbox One X. And that probably won't be the case this time next year, but we all know this is going to cause confusion amongst the mainstream, and Timmy will not be happy.
The worst Christmas I ever had.
Thanks so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you would have called the new Xbox. Remember to like and subscribe, and head over to TechRadar for all the latest tech news and reviews.